My name is Kaitlyn and I am the owner of the KCC Bio Clean Team. The KCC Bio Clean Team is a subdivision of Kaitlyn's Commercial Cleaning that specializes in remediating situations that are a little further from the ordinary. It could be a family in crisis because they have a pest infestation. It could be someone that just lost a loved one and doesn't know how to move forward after they have a mess. It could be someone whose life just got completely overwhelmed and closed in on them and they don't know how to get out of the mess they're in. Often the situations that we are helping in are the situations that no one else will help for them. We get a lot of jobs through some of the local hospitals and it's well beyond home health aid services. Often elderly people who have physical or mental disabilities or could be suffering from addiction and they just can't get out of a mess that they're in. We had one woman in Millville who was on the verge of eviction because she was a hoarder and she also had a bed bug infestation and she had no one to care for her or help her. It was at the point where she wasn't even able to get on public transportation anymore because the risk of bringing bugs into other places. And we spent about 2 weeks on that job trying to restore and help her prepare for extermination. On this particular case, we had to remove a lot of her furniture because of the level of infestation. And one of the things our company does that most people won't do is we try to gather donations and replacement items for these people if they have to depart with things that are contaminated or infested. So we went to Habitat for Humanity and found her a new love seat and replaced her furniture so that way she had something to sit on while she was in the extermination process. What makes us different is that we are a team of women that genuinely care about the quality of living and restoring order into some of the darkest situations. We meet our customers with kindness and compassion, and sometimes that means just holding space and allowing somebody to be human and break down in front of us often, and we're able to hold that space and be with them in their darkest moments and walk through them and help them get to the other side of the mess. The reason I do what I do is if I don't do it, who else will do it? No one else will step into these places. At KCC Bio Clean Team, the process is different every time. It really depends on the parameters of the job, the needs, and what the budget is. Oftentimes we're working with people with very limited resources and we have to get creative to try to help these customers have success with very minimal resources. Once I establish a goal, I prepare a plan of attack with my team. The goals, projected timeline, and things to be sensitive to. Privacy, particulars, if it's a bed bug prep, if it's a hoarding, if it's a move out, if it's an unattended death. Each has a very specific protocol and training process. Sometimes it can be a combination of them also. You could have bed bugs with a hoarding situation, a roach infestation with gross filth, a hoarding with an unattended death. Some are very challenging and slow moving, and sometimes sorting out one item at a time in a hoarding or decontaminating one item at a time. Sometimes it's carrying ridiculous amounts of equipment up flights of stairs in projects with no elevator. Sometimes it's being an ear and holding space for someone in a crisis. Each job is unique. Pest preps have a very particular checklist. Bloodborne pathogen scenes are very methodical. We have to work our way into a scene and it's a very detail-oriented process. We have to be careful not to cross-contaminate. Often we cannot bring our materials into a scene or apartment, so we need a staging area for prep and putting on our PPE. Sometimes we need to wear full respirators for hours at a time because the odors and the health hazards are so strong. And sometimes we have pests crawling on us and flying in our face. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. It takes a special breed of human to work in these situations. We are currently taking on one community service project a month, just because the need is so great and the resources are so limited. If you would like to get involved or you know somebody that is in need of services, please connect with us on any one of our media sources. We also have 24-hour emergency services, and we try to serve anywhere in New Jersey within 3 hours. KCC Bio Clean Team, revive, restore, renew.